Welcome everyone to this video on which is going to be proof if Joe Jonas is a judge. First of all, I'm not a Joe Jonas fan, I'm not a Sophie Turner fan, so this video is going to be, I'm going to try to be objective with all this situation. And before starting, mind my Spanish accent. Probably I will make some mistakes in the pronunciation. My English is broken, so I apologize in advance. So when the drama began. By the way, you are watching on screen the watermark of TikTok. Is a video I created on my own TikTok account. So I'm not taking advance of another creator's content. See, this is my account. Please subscribe because I'm stuck in 10K for like 200 years. So when this drama began, we can call it drama because I think the situation is getting nasty and nasty. Well, you can see at the bottom of the screenshot I took the 3rd of September Pop Grave, and practically all tabloids were reporting in the afternoon of the 3rd of September. You can read on screen, Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner are heading for divorce, TMZ reports. I am keeping reading from PopCrypt. Actually, this is getting so much backlash, and I totally agree. I'm reading, amid their separation, Joe Jonas has reportedly been caring for his two children with Sophie Turner pretty much all of the time over the last 3 months, even while on tour. So we are in 2023 and we still seeing these headlines about how the mom they portrayed the mom as absent when Sophie is working, and when in this case the man is taking care of the kids, is a good dad when it's pretty much his job because they decided to have the kids. Anyways, you can see more sources from the 3rd of September when the bomb exploded. This time from the Daily Mail, Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner may be cruising toward divorce after the Jonas Brothers singer meets with divorce attorneys. Check the date, 3rd of September, at the afternoon. I can keep reading from Daily Mail. See, Jonas reportedly has been caring for their two children recently. They are trying to make Sophie or make Sophie an image of a bad mom since the beginning. They were married in two ceremonies in 2019. The first taking place in Las Vegas after the 2019 Billboard Music Awards. It's the same new from Daily Mail. You can pause it to read it properly, but a big red flag was, I am reading, 3 months ago the couple sold their Miami mansion for a cool $15 million, but that was after they were forced to slash the asking price by $2 million in order to get it to move. Well, or maybe they already made a decision, or he made already the decision to split their ways. You can see on screen more sources covering this. Page 6, just Jared, that 3rd of September. So it was almost official. You can pause it to read it properly. That same day I did the TikTok with all these sources, but this user commented this on this video, on this TikTok of mine. He or they commented, she was at the Jonas Brothers gig 2 weeks ago. And I thought, okay, hold up. I'm going to do some research. So I did some research. I did a TikTok and I am reading the news from Daily Mail from the 17th of August. Sophie Turner, blah 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 blah, steps out in New York ahead of husband Joe Jonas' second sold-out concert at Yankee Stadium. You can pause to read properly, and within seconds you will see Priyanka Chopra and Sophie Turner, dancing alone in that New York concert. So only 2 weeks ago. You can, when you are doing research, you can't rely on only one source. So I checked the Daily Mail YouTube official channel, and it was true. You can read the video. Priyanka Chopra and Sophie Turner watch Jonas Brothers kickoff world tour, on 12th of August. I think this is from the first night, if I am not wrong, or the second night, and you will see now a video. You can see Sophie and Priyanka watching their husbands. So after the bomb exploded all over social media, fans and non-fans were writing, "Please, I won't believe until Joe, Sophie, or both of them confirm this. Please, people, don't believe a source like TM said." But very deep down, they were like this. They were feeling like this.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody just calm down!
But sadly, only after 3 days, the rumor came out. Sophie and Joe, on their respective Instagram's account, they confirmed the split. I am reading the statement from the two of us. After 4 wonderful years of marriage, we have mutually, decided to amicably end our marriage. There are many speculative narratives as to why, but truly this is a united decision, and we sincerely hope that everyone can respect our wishes for privacy for us and our children. On Sophie's statement, she has tagged Joe Jonas, and reading about the statement, people notice how she still got photos, pictures with Joe Jonas, and you will see this is Sophie's Instagram. And for example, the previous picture of that gig in New York, she still have this pic, and I've checked previous pics, and you will see on screen she still got pictures of Jonas. Now we pass on to Joe Jonas' Instagram. Is the same statement as well. He has Sophie stuck in the statement. You can see Sophie, but apparently he has deleted all the pictures with Sophie. You can see on screen. There is none, but I don't know if before all this sadly situation he didn't have any pictures of Sophie, which I doubt. But please, Jonas fans, please confirm this for me, because probably I'm being wrong. And of course, since the rumor was confirmed, a lot of speculations. Like I was saying in the beginning of the video, the narrative is about Sophie being a bad mom, partying, clubbing, and the poor Joe Jonas while he's on tour taking care of the children. And you will see right now on screen. Let's read the headline. I am reading iNews. The vilification of Sophie Turner is sexist. You can be a workaholic party girl, by Rebecca Reed. So if iNews has done already an article explaining and exposing how practically all the media is throwing Sophie under a bus is because maybe Joe Jonas' team is behind this narrative. What's going on this? This fact is driving fans and non-fans crazy because I'm reading Joe Jonas allegedly caught Sophie Turner on the Ring security camera doing or saying something that led to divorce filing as couple called split a united decision. This news from the 6th, from yesterday, 6th of September. So people is asking, what happened in 2 weeks? From Sophie going to that concert in New York back in the middle of August to divorce, babes, divorce. What's going on? I am reading the same news. It is not clear what Sophie Turner allegedly said or did. However, the incident was the final straw for Joe Jonas. Read more. Turner felt trapped in her marriage. Rumors, or not. And Joe Jonas is said to have known his marriage to Sophie Turner was over after she was caught saying or maybe it's fake. We don't know. But I think this, if they go to court, it's going to get nasty. It's getting nasty. I repeat. I said in the beginning of the video and I repeat it. And of course, I'm a gossip girl, so I started to do my research, to gossip. We live for the tea time, so I start to watch YouTube videos, read on Twitter, Instagram, all over, and I found some comments that practically made my jaw dropped. Not these ones, actually, these are so good. Thanks to Generation Z, little by little we are fighting against this type of sexist headlines, and a lot of people are realizing things like this. I am keeping the users private just in case. I'm reading, it's ridiculous that Joe is being praised for raising his own children, as if the woman isn't expected to take on the job pretty much alone in high-profile relationships. Totally true, and the people is realizing the sexist narrative behind Sophie working in a movie, so that's why she wasn't able to take care of their kids, because she's in UK and Joe is touring in USA. I keep reading comments. I found there are two parents. Why shouldn't he be helping raise his kids? Just because he's not there at the moment doesn't mean he's not there or helping raise them. Exactly. Another user commented, this narrative calling her an absent mother is honestly annoying. Very annoying. I'm reading more comments. I don't believe for a second that Joe is this innocent guy that just wants to stay home with his kids. And another user wrote, she held off a lot of her career to be home with the kids while he was out making music. Now that she wants to focus on her career, I cropped I think the user was explaining now that Sophie wants to recover her career. Now the absent mother is she, and no one is calling he an absent dad, for example. I was meaning probably no one was calling Joe an absent dad when he was touring maybe a year ago and Sophie was with the kids, for example. This is the article I was reading about. Vilifying Sophie Turner over the Joe Jonas split is sexist. You can be a workaholic party girl and a good mom, exactly. And She wrote, "Every time I had a chill-free night, I would be up until at least 3 a.m. This article was so necessary, but 2023 and women, we still need to justify ourselves. I don't understand anything. This is still the time when a woman goes back to work after taking care of their kids, recovering from having 2 kids within 3-4 years. And this is still the time the mom, when she's going back to work, she's an absent mom, like she's a bad mom. All this narrative from forever is, I think, nothing has changed. But now it's time to the Joe dropped comments. After reading these comments, I started to do some research, and that's why I decided to make this video, because amazing in a bad way. I am reading the comment from this user. I respect people's decision, but marrying at 20 and then quitting your job to build a family with a man that was trying to date 13-year-olds when he was 19. If his team leaked the info, this is just messy. Nah. This is just messy. Nah. This was never going to last. Wow. When I read this, I didn't understand anything, because I was wondering, 13 years old, who? So thankfully, after 1 hour, a user commented and wrote this, replying the first comment. I think the person was referring to Gigi Hadid and Joe. Gigi was 13 and Joe was 19 when he tried asking her out. Then when she was 20, they dated for 5 months. Wow. You can pause this reply. We are going to prove if this was real. Another user commented about Demi Lovato as well. So don't worry, because I've done research and I'm going to prove if this info is true or false. Another point I will try to prove is regarding this comment as well in social media. I'm reading the comment. Can we just acknowledge for a moment that the Jonas family has gained a reputation over the last decade for being an extremely rude and pretentious bunch? There is countless stories of their rude behavior in public with workers, fans, and even their daughters-in-laws. Even Sophie's co-stars had a disdain for him. Another comment to be proved is this one. I find it shocking that people aren't surprised he's such. Like, didn't Demi Lovato make that clear? What's more, have you ever seen the way he carries himself, even in his Disney days? Ain't nobody loves Joe as much as Joe loves himself. And last but not least, the last point, I will try to prove it right or false. Time and time has proven again, Joe is the red flag, and he is for trying to paint Sophie in a bad light. So we got 4 Joe dropping comments, 4 points to be proved. First one, Joe dated a 13 years old Gigi. Second one, Joe Jonas is a yeah. Third one, Jonas family are rude. And 4 point, is Joe Jonas a walking red flag? Okay, first point, Joe Jonas dated or tried to date a 13 years old Gigi Hadid. So I made some research, and yes, this is totally true. I am reading, did Gigi Hadid and Joe Jonas date? Gigi and Joe dated for less than 1 year in 2015. Yes, but the shocking part is this one. I am reading, how old was Gigi when Joe Jonas dated? But at the time Gigi was 13 years old, Joe, who is 6 years older than Gigi, will have been about 19, give or take a few months. And you can see the article from thethings.com. Joe Jonas and Gigi Hadid's relationship was not a cute romance story. Yeah, you can pause to read a little bit this article. I recommend you. And let's see, because back in 2015, Joe Jonas was after Gigi Hadid on Twitter. Well, actually, this is 2015, these tweets. Gigi was already 20, but you can tell there are some type of hidden jokes, so you can tell there are some type of a connection or relationship. Okay, so how Joe Jonas and Gigi Hadid met. I'm reading the same article. Admittedly, the story of how Gigi and Joe met sort of sounds cute. Joe approaches the model at an industry event. He asked Gigi to hang out, but she couldn't because it would be have been kind of late. Gigi admitted in an interview that she didn't want to tell Joe she had school the next day. But he didn't exactly give up. Instead, he gave his phone number to Yolanda, Gigi's mom. Clearly, Yolanda handed the number off to Gigi because that's how she and Joe eventually connected. Yolanda Hadid. I keep reading the same article. There is no specific play-by-play as far as what happened before the two began dating years later, but at the time Gigi was 13 years old. Joe, who is 6 years older than Gigi, will have been about 19, give or take a few months. So, what a 19 years old is doing after a 13 years old girl, and why the fuck Gigi's mom wants to connect her 13 years old daughter with a 19 years old guy. Well, that's wholly weird in itself, I guess. It's cropped, but you can see one of the first official pictures back in 2015 about the relationship. This is sick. I'm reading Unilad. Gigi Hadid says Joe Jonas first asked her out when she was 13. Even Gigi admitted this. And I reading Gigi Hadid once said that she was 13 when she met Joe Jonas and he asked her out to a baseball game. Even Gigi. So this is true. This is not a fake rumor, fake news. This is true. I'm reading the Unila, the new. The celebrity aficionados among you might remember that Hadid and Jonas were once an item for a few months in 2015, but before they got together, the model and TV star remembers him awkwardly asking her out years before. Hadid remembers when they first met and he asked if she wanted to go to a Dodgers game, but she turned him down. Where the heck was the police? Where is the police? Man, where is the police? I keep reading. Back in 2015, she said, I'm going to try my ballet accent. We met at the Grammys, like when I was 13 years old, and he asked me to a baseball game, and I said no. I was literally, because I was like so nervous, and I didn't even know what it meant to hang out with a boy. So, because she was a kid. And the fact she's trying to dismiss her own story is really fucked up. This is terrible. I'm so angry right now because this is so normalized. Even in TikTok, I've made a video about this relationship of Joe Jonas and Gigi. Joe Jonas asking out a 13 years old Gigi, and a user was already writing down, Well, 13 and 19, that's not a huge age gap. It's so normalized. I maybe I will do a video about famous people during practically all Hollywood times with this type of pedo vibes relationship. I keep reading the same article. Jonas and Hadid later dated for a little while when she was 20 years old, but a couple soon went their separate ways. During their time together, she directed the music video for his song Cake by the Ocean. No, Cake by the Ocean. No, that's not correct. But yeah, no, it's so normalized. A lot of people think dating people or couples who one of the couple is 17 and the other is 19. Well, it's only 2 years. I don't mind. One of the people in the couple is underage. Let's pass on to the second point, second argument to be proved. Demi Lovato making clear Joe Jonas is a... To be fair, I couldn't find anything, any article about Demi Lovato calling Joe Jonas but Scandalous Media has a really nice article about Joe Jonas and Demi Lovato relationship fallout. I recommend you, if you are Demi Lovato's fans or Joe Jonas fans, but as well the creepy thing about the relationship of Demi Lovato and Joe Jonas. Joe Jonas dated Demi Lovato when she was underage. Scandalous Media, because a lot of people thought the relationship was a publicity stunt, and there you go. I am reading the Scandalous Media article. The only reason they tried not to bring attention to the relationship as much was because Demi was underage. Joe was 19 years old in 28 and Demi was 16. So please fact check before trying to come at me and claim that my timeline is wrong. And actually I'm going to confirm the timeline of Scandalous Media is correct. If you want to know about all the creepy relationships from Hollywood, from the entertainment, you need to check this website, Who's Dated Who, because you can see when the person or the people involved in the relationship, they start dating. And you can see Demi Lovato and Joe Jonas age of start of relationship 17. Demi Lovato, Joe Jonas 20. Well, 17, 16. Anyways, Demi Lovato was underage. Period. So think in terms that they weren't famous. Joe Jonas, when she tried to hang out, with Gigi Hadid, Gigi was at school and Joe Jonas will be at uni or will be working. And the same with Demi Lovato. Joe Jonas will be at university, he will have been working, and Demi Lovato will have been in high school. But well, apart from Joe Jonas liking dating underage girls, I couldn't find any new or any article about Demi speaking bad about Joe Jonas. Practically the opposite, praising him and Jonas brothers, as you can see on screen. Even when Demi suffered that over the Nick Jonas and all the Jonas brothers showed support on social media, and they were asking Demi Lovato's fans and Jonas brothers fans to pray for her. So okay, that's a good point for Joe and the Jonas brothers. Well, sorry, I'm lying. The only thing I found about Joe Jonas speaking bad or speaking too much about Demi Lovato is from this website, Mamas Latinas. Actually, there are more articles, but this is the first one I found. I'm reading Mamas Latinas headline. Joe Jonas calls out Demi Lovato's past drug use because he's a huge chismoso. Gossip boy, yes, as well. He likes to date under 8 girls and he's a chismoso, yes. I keep reading Mama's Latinas article. Hasn't Joe Jonas ever heard of the phrase "don't kiss and tell"? Apparently not. In a shockingly candid new essay for New York Magazine that has since gone viral, the 24-year-old Jonas brother put his fellow Disney darling and ex-girlfriend Lovato on blast, telling the world she was the one to first pressure him into trying. You don't tell those things. Why he did that? Probably to stay relevant, of course. I keep reading the article. He also totally calls out some of his famous friends and ex on their past. The first time I smoked was with Demi Lovato and Miley Cyrus, he said. I must have been 17 or 18. They kept saying, try it, try it. So I gave it a shot and it was alright. I don't even smoke that often anymore. Seriously, I get that both Lovato and Cyrus have been open about their use in the past, but that doesn't give him a right to talk about it. Exactly. You don't tell those things. And after knowing the really hard struggle of Demi and that over you don't speak about your party nights with friends. Well, friends in Hollywood. Huh? You can pause the video if you wanna read a little bit more about this article. So at least I couldn't find any article or anything about Demi Lovato calling or speaking bad about Joe Jonas, so I can't assure it's true or false. I couldn't find anything. And last point to be proved. Wait, I said that already before with the previous point, so I was wrong. This is the last argument to be proved. I'm reading. Can we just acknowledge for a moment that the Jonas family has gained a reputation over the last decade for being an extremely rude, pretentious bunch? Let's find out. So I've been searching for at least 30-40 minutes, and to be honest, this is the only new I found. Well, actually, 2 articles. And put in mind, this is from 2013. I am reading from Noise 11 website. The brothers were seen outside of Sauce restaurant in the Lower East Side area of New York City on Saturday. Joe was with his blah 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 girlfriend maybe when college student Andy Herfield and his entourage came up to say hello to the star. Joe was not having it. Well, the article is like they were excusing the Jonas brother, in this case Joe Jonas, for his city behavior, maybe. As we were walking closer, we saw that he was smoking a cigarette with his former girlfriend, and the minute he saw us walking closer, he threw it down. After we approached him, he shook his head no. Andy told Radar Online. It was late, which we understood, but my friend asked for a picture anyway. That's when Joe flipped out on us and he said, "We do so much for you, we do everything, and you want a picture? Get out of here." My friend was in tears. Apparently Nick wasn't any nicer when he left the eatery. According to Andy, the star didn't even acknowledge his fans' presence. He didn't even stop or look in our direction, Andy said. So this is the only article I found about the Jonas Brothers being rude. Well, actually, the same event was covered by ContactMusic.com, saying Joe Jonas rude to fans, because if you check the dates, 21st January 2013, it's exactly from the same event. Joe Jonas was reportedly rude to fans in New York after they asked to take a photograph with him. Yeah. So probably this was true, but because they have a great team behind the Jonas Brothers, this event was swept under the rug. I found as well this article from See the People from the 2020. I'm reading: Black comedian accuses Jonas brother of being mean to her. Garon's experience prompts others to share similar stories regarding the Jonas brothers. Taylor Garon, a black writer and comedian based in Brooklyn, has accused the music trio of being mean to her in the past. In a thread of tweets, Garon informed her Twitter followers about her experience of allegedly being bullied by siblings, blah blah blah. Sharing an old image, Garon recalled the days he was aboard a mobile stage with the lip sync. She was aboard a mobile stage with the lip-syncing brothers during the Macy's Day Parade, an annual Thanksgiving parade in the US. So this news as well was totally swept under the rug, because I need to check for a good almost 40 minutes, and after 40 minutes I found this news. So Jonas Brothers are rude. I mean, we got only 2 news, but we must admit they have a proper team behind them, because after 40 minutes I could find only 2 news, or it's because they are not that rude. So in this case, I can't tell if they are rude or not. And actually, this is the last point. I'm keeping saying this from the very first point. No, this, I promise, this is the last point to prove. And the point to prove is that Joe Jonas is the red flag in the relationship, or is a red flag. Let's see. I think it's very opportunistic writing this type of articles after the rumors of divorce, because you can read the date of the article, 3rd of September. It's when everything exploded. I think it's very opportunistic, but if you read the comments of fans and non-fans of Joe Jonas or Jonas Brothers, you can tell a lot of people is saying how of a red flag he is. But well, let's read the 5 red flags Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner's marriage was always doomed, by Nikki Swift. Is it over for Jonas and Turner? Things aren't looking good for the Game of Thrones, blah blah blah. As TMZ reports, the two TTT divorce. Turner and Jonas first met in 2016 when he slid into her DMAs. Remember, she was 20, he was 29, like Demi Lovato's son. On Instagram, we had a lot of mutual friends, and they've been trying to introduce us for a long time. So friends are trying to couple when he's almost 30 and the girl is only 20. Oh, really, really good friends. First red flag in the marriage. Sophie Turner has always wanted to move to the UK. Has been very vocal about her desire to move to the UK. This point can be a very dramatic one if in the divorce Joe decided he wants to have the kids in the USA, and maybe Sophie wants to have some time the kids in the UK. So this one, and they are very, very little kids, so this is a sad point. Sophie Turner met Joe Jonas when she was 20. So this is confirmed. He likes younger girls because with 20 years you are still almost a teen. That's a red flag of the dimension of Russia. Jonas and Turner broke up before their wedding, so maybe that was a sign of the universe, or maybe they knew they shouldn't be getting married with a Sophie Turner of 23 years old. Maybe they shouldn't have married. That's pointless because they ended up getting married. Joe Jonas' son to Sophie Turner was almost too telling. I read the leaks and practically he exposes Sophie Turner struggles and inner demons, so you shouldn't be doing that, exposing your partner. And yeah, he can cover it with a nice melody, but the reality is in this song he's exposing Sophie Turner. So after doing my research, I can tell I don't like this guy. No, sorry. But well, this article I find it very opportunistic. They wrote it just exactly the day the bomb was dropped about the divorce. I think they were probably they knew some rumors, so they already had this article and they were waiting for practically maybe TMZ to tell and open threw away the news. So, but no, I need to admit I've read from fans and non-fans, and yeah, this guy, we can say he is a red flag. This is a wrap. Thanks a lot for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, liking and comment. I hope read a lot of comments, and please take care.